Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest More. We're back at the small laundromat and car wash, and we have some good news. We fixed the car wash coin box lock. So we got those quarters from last week. We'll add them to our total last week and show you how we did last week and this week after doing that. We might have a buyer for this now. I know I've said that for a while, but we'll talk about that too. And then I managed to completely mess up my filming today as well. So we've got that extra bonus for you too. So there's the car wash money, and I messed up a lot of stuff. So the first thing I really messed up was I had my Insta360 camera, and somehow I changed the setting or bumped a button, and I stuck it in filming vertical mode only instead of 360. And so with 360 mode, I can change it to vertical, horizontal, all kinds of cool things, and change to where I look and all that. In vertical mode, I can only look at where it looks right now. And what I did was, in my editing software, I stretched it to fit this aspect ratio. So it's probably not as high quality as normal because it's stretched and weird. And we're not going to be able to look exactly where I want to look. But it's actually better than I was thinking it might be, because I thought I might have to do the whole thing in vertical, which I don't even know how that would work in YouTube if you're not doing a short. So anyway, I apologize in advance. But the good news is there were lots of quarters gone, so that's good, and there was quite a bit of cash in there. And the really, really good news, my change machine is still working without problems, so that was really good too. So happy to see that as well. This is our smaller change machine, which is a backup one. And there's some money in there, but it's actually a good thing if there's not much money in here, because it means the other one is working. Because that one just accepts dollars. And so there are some quarters gone, but less than the last few weeks. So we'll fill that up real quick. And of course, we'll check the washers and dryers and see what's in there. We had a flood here a couple weeks ago. That seems to have been taken care of without too much damage. We've been pretty busy, which is good. Like, I think we'll show you at the end how we did last week after we revamped the quarter situation. And then this week, with all that money in that change machine, I assume we'd be pretty busy here too. And starting out, I know it doesn't look like much, especially to my other bigger laundromat, but not bad at all. And so, luckily, when I am filming with my Insta360 with this strapped to my chest, I still kind of try and always point it where I'm looking, because that just makes my editing easier. So, for the most part, it's looking a lot better than I was afraid it would look. Again, I don't know how the quality will turn out and all that, but at least I'm looking... Ooh, I wonder what happened there. At least we're looking in the right direction. I mentioned a buyer. So, we've had this laundromat for sale for a couple of months, I think. A lot of showings. A lot of people say they're interested. No offers yet. Had one party who saw it a number of times and just kept wanting to see it and said they're making an offer. Never did. So that didn't happen. But then while I was outside kind of packing stuff up, a guy stopped by and said, "Oh, hey, are you the owner?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I heard that might be you. You have a red car." I'm like, "Yep, that's me." And so he said he'd seen it twice. He'd seen it with an agent. Then he went to Cancun for 2 weeks, came back, and he owns another business in town and is from Kersey, which is where this laundromat is. So that was really good, I think, possibility, because it works perfect for someone who's local. And so he's like, "Yeah, I can have an employee live in the apartment. They can keep an eye on the laundromat for me, keep an eye on the car wash, and it's perfect." So I'm like, all right. So, again, no offer yet. You know, don't ever count your chickens before they hatch. But this sounds like a pretty good possibility. The other one who didn't end up making an offer was kind of a first-time investor, I think. And honestly, I'm not their agent. I wasn't representing them, so it's not my place. I didn't ever talk to them. Not my place to tell them what is or isn't a good investment. But this would be a pretty complicated, interesting first investment with the businesses and real estate and all that together. So, hey, if they wanted to buy it, great. But I wasn't surprised when nothing came through with that. So, but there's quite a bit of quarters in here. This is looking pretty good. So that's good to see. Yeah, these washers look great. A couple of them had errors on them. That's what I was just doing with the breaker box. I know I didn't show it exactly how I wanted to show it. I reset them, they're working okay, and that just happens with these Horizons. It's so weird. But, yeah, seems to be okay. Now, this one I knew there's a problem. Look, there's detergent all up in the washer right there. That's a bad sign. That means someone tried to do their wash and it didn't work. So, this one I tried to run and tried to get going. It would not run. It wasn't working. So I put an out of order sign on it, and I didn't do as good a job filming there. Sorry. But I tried it, and then by the time I left, it had like an inch of water in the bottom, but still wasn't running. So something goofy is going on with it, and we'll have to just see what, I don't know. It's like the oldest machine in here. I can't believe it's hung on this long. So, you know, it could just be a donation to the new owner. Is it like a lead landmark? I don't think it's lead, but steel in their yard. Who knows? But anyway, that's what the deal with that one is. Now, the other top loaders actually did okay, and they seem to be working okay as well. We've been slowly just getting rid of the top loaders as they stop working. Again, sorry I didn't show that quite as well. It's not awful. And when I'm watching this, I see a preview on my editing, so it's usually a worse resolution, kind of space-saving preview, so it looks pretty awful right here. Hopefully it looks better in real life, and once we get it kind of, its full version is better. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, what we need to do, yeah, that guy's not working, is see how much money we made this week and last week, because despite my bigger laundromat doing really bad this week, this one is doing pretty good. All right, this is the car wash money, so we'll see how much is there, and then what I wanted to do is just divide it in half and put it on both weeks, because last week we couldn't count the car wash money because the coin box lock was broken. We couldn't get into it. So that's not bad. It's not like crazy, but that's not bad. So we'll add that on and see what we end up getting from last week. Then we have the dryers we'll put in here, which we hope for 400 quarters. But we've been getting more lately. Last week was a really good week. Like, we might have broken a record, except we didn't have the car wash money. There's 400. 500. This is going to be a good week too, I think. That's great. For any people, maybe that buyer's watching this right now and just saying, oh my god, I need to buy this right now before someone else does. He also said he'd love to use the back garage for storage, so this property seems perfect for him. 311 for the top loaders. Really not that bad, considering one of them was kind of broken. And this is the front loaders, where we have most of the money usually. Last week we had like 1,250 quarters from there, I think, which was, I believe, a record for the washers. Another 1982 quarter that looked like it was older. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. I know you can't see the full bucket because of my filming. Sorry about that. 1,100. 1,200 again. 1,206, so not quite as much as last week, but that's still really good. And it's sounding kind of funky, and I do... Oh, there's some quarters stuck in there. I don't know what those quarters are from. Could be this round, could be another round, who knows. But it's probably not good to have quarters in your change machine mechanics area. Those actually came out really easy. Usually stuff like that just is a pain. Oh wait, I don't think I counted those, but alright, let's see what our chart says. So this starts all the way back in June of 2023. That's when I bought this beautiful property, and runs all the way to now. Our total, in the past when we first started, was quite a bit less than we get from our washers now. So that's a good sign. And we had some real bad winter, a real bad winter last winter. That was crazy. But so far this winter has been much, much better. This whole year was a lot better. And we had a record there. And consistently higher sales. Weird little week there. There's usually something that happened, like the change machine broke or the power went out or something crazy. But in general, we've had an upward trend, so that's good to see. There was another record there. Look at that! Or no. That was okay. That was our record January 3rd. Last week we had over 500 by adding the car wash. So not quite a record, but really, really close. I think that's only our second time over 500 for a week. So that was really cool. And this week was 493.25, which was really good as well. So if we could keep this going, that'd be awesome. And then it'd be more awesome if it sold, and hopefully it keeps doing awesome for the people who buy it. That'd be great. But overall, pretty happy. Sorry for the filming debacle there. Hopefully it doesn't look too awful. Car wash lock is working and fixed. That's good. Machines are for the most part working, except for that one top loader, which is really, really old. And yeah, we'll keep chugging away. Let us know what you think. And of course, we'll have updates on if it sells or if anything else crazy happens, like more frozen pipes bursting. Thanks for watching.